Hello and welcome back. This is MasterDutch playing Minecraft 1.12 in DutchLand Realms. So now that we made it back to the base, there are several projects that I'd like to do. Let me go over some stuff I've done. There's a little path. There's a little boat launcher thing. I'd like to set up like an automated boat, I guess dispenser or whatever there. And so this is the castle. So one of the project is this. You see that glass border right there. What I want to do is I want to fill that whole area in with glass, because the lightning is freaking annoying me. Now I actually like had a lot of this built. I think it was in I think it was it was before the lightning came into effect, and I had a lot of these wooden roofs. Like this roof I took down, but I had a lot of that stone roof I just put on there. I had a lot of these wooden roofs, simply because and the house, simply because I liked the wood texture, and you know, you could do a lot. You had a lot of different choices. Oh, it's not good. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. So I guess the server lost connection. So that's one project I'd like to do. That way I don't have to, I'm not stuck with like cobblestone and stone, because like this building right there, that's all stone, which is gonna, I know it's a little plain, but I want to spruce it up with, well, what do you know? I think there's spruce wood there. You know, and add some depth. Like this world, I just recently, like probably in the last couple months, have been trying to like add some depth to it, because it was really like, you know, it was kind of really just like too much, like two-dimensional. So this is all new. I just added this, you know, to improve the buildings. So this over here is recent, and I was sick and tired of looking at this plain stone wall all around here. So I added all these wood pillars, and then I'm like, it's just too much, right? So then I came up with this design over here, which I really like. I'm like, whoa, I'm like really impressed with myself on this. I'm not the best at, like, I guess, what is it, aesthetics, and you know, kind of like design structure. So I'm, you know, it's always work in progress. So I want to continue this. This whole little train depot is messed up. The redstone in there or the track is like messed up. I think I mentioned that earlier. So that's, you know, some touch-ups, some major work. There's a lot of open space in here. Like I had buildings right here. I took those down just so I could like kind of fit this structure in, and I wanted to do something like totally different. You know, something, maybe I like the idea of having buildings here on the side. However, it just needs something, you know, something else, something a little more. So I'm doing that work. And then we have like a lot of open space over here. And here's my attempt at a fountain, which needs improving. So I started on this little tower here, kind of testing it out, and I got a lot of farms. Oh, what's that? Oh, cool. Like, this is that wood farm, I think, where did I get Mumbo Jumbo, I think did it, and I was like, man, that is killer. I like that. Props to you, Mumbo, for that. That's actually a good build, a fantastic build. It just gets my like oak wood, like, bam, when I need it. You know, I need some. I don't have to, you know, I don't have to waste time. So we got a lot of open space here. Like I set up like a little village over here, and then I decided I thought it would be a good idea to put a bunch of grass all over the place, and that just failed. And it's just too much. It's overdid it. So got like a little. Wait, what happened here? Well, I had a little village over here. Interesting. Well, okay, I gotta repair that. Anything else? Oh no. And then I got a little cool little blacksmith building over here, and there's the darkroom spawner with the AFK up top. So I mean, so yeah, here's a little, I guess, a dispenser wheat farm I'm working on. Just kind of messing around. Because I guess in 1.12, I can't, I had that one wheat farm where oh, here comes the loudness. Okay, I had the one wheat farm that the farmer would plant, and it's like since 1.12, and the problem with this is like this one is every update, from 10.2 to like every update something went wrong, it broke, and you had to go and fix it and maintain it. And I know that's common with like redstone purposes, but I was just sick and tired of it. I'm like, so I'm definitely probably going to get rid of this whole thing. This is what my son refers to as the cake room, because I ended up throwing like a bunch of cake everywhere. I mean, I'm thinking, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking every room or every house needs a cake room, right? Isn't that, I mean, cake is great. I love cake. Yes. So some like upstairs storage, and eventually, I don't really want to do a whole tour around this place. There's so much I've done. Down below there's a smeltery and other stuff. So I want to focus on like projects like we can do here. So I have this little building over here. Projects and like aesthetics. I'm probably saying that wrong. And then sort of like overall design. Like I put this like addition onto the main house, and I got this idea. Let's make this kind of like a little smithing area, or like a little kind of like a blacksmith area. So I put some lava here. There's like diamond blocks, and then some anvils, some hooks and stuff. So I want to get better at that type of build, and the details within, like interior, I guess decorating, I suck at. I'm just like, okay, no. So that's what I'm working on, and that's what I want to work on as far as like details and designs, depth. I added, like I had to get rid of this grass. This was all grass, and I'm like, I just sick and tired of looking at this freaking grass. It's just irritating me. And then seeing like poppies and flowers everywhere, and I'm enough. And then the torches now are starting to like bug me. So I need to I want to like look into some like lighting, different types of lighting. But I mean, maybe a design with the torches, you know, maybe a style like, I was thinking wood fence, and then a torch maybe, or a cobblestone fence, you know, spacing it out, something, you know, something. So this, I have an enchanting room like down below somewhere. I made this up here because I want an enchanting room up here. However, what I want to do with the book, like the bookcases, I want one of those switch ones. So what I'm hoping I think I have enough room here. So one of the projects is, what I want to do is like, you know, have bookshelves kind of going up and down. And so that's one of the things I want to work on. So any feedback, suggestions, ideas, feel free to leave a comment. And I love ideas and help with the creative aspect. Like the house had the roof. The house had the wooden roof on it, which it's a kind of a cool design that a friend of mine and I came up with, and it's really rad because it's not like, and I'm sure it resembles a kind of a real life type of roof, and not just using a crap ton of stairs, you know, but I started adding I filled in the patches. This is all the stone is where the lightning hit. And then like over here, I just was like, I had a bunch of these flat or half slabs. So I was like, let me just lay these out. So this is basically it starts out with a stair, and then you have a half slab on top, and then a stair connecting there. So I really like the whole structure of the roof. And then this is the beacon tower. So there's just a lot of design that I can throw into, and a little mixing up the colors, like, you know, for the roofs, and I was you know, so that's probably what's gonna happen. And then a big project is, one of the big projects is going to be, like, I'm gonna finish this barn. I'm trying to set up a kind of a barn type of roof. So, wow, that like it went pretty far. So one of the big projects is this dock here. Now, my overall big picture first, I want that little island right there, that little thing, that's to the end. That's the way we get to the end. So, and I'm frankly had enough of getting a boat and boating over there. So I'm gonna make a 5 wide, you know, pier or dock. Yeah, it's more like a pier, right? All the way over there. And then, like, this is going all the way down here. It's still, you know, there's a lot of stuff here that like needs to be complete, because what I do is I end up like coming up with this great, huge, fantastic idea of something, or design or whatever, and I start it, and I work on it, and then I get this other idea for like somewhere else, and I'm afraid if I don't jump to that something else and at least set the groundwork, or, you know, I'm gonna forget it. So that's what I end up doing. So I got a lot of stuff that's not too I got a lot of stuff that's not entirely complete, which is now time to complete a lot of that stuff. So this dock right here, I'm like over there somewhere, kind of maybe around here, I want to set up like a fishing town, you know, like outside of the castle type of, to go with the story. Like, you know, there's always like fishing towns or little fishing villages, I guess, next to, you know, big castles, right? So this is the boat tunnel that I made that's in there. So I was thinking maybe starting to go, I kind of want to, I don't want like straight lines, so I kind of want this to go kind of at an angle. So I'm going to work on that, and then that fishing town dock area is going to be over there. However, I ideally I'd like it to be not on the land, not all on the land necessarily. I want a little bit, maybe just a tiny bit, to kind of blend into the land, but then all of it to be kind of like out here, you know, and then that way, like when you're going on the rail up there, you can totally see it. And then these are floating rails. I mean, welcome to Minecraft, right? I want something, whether there's like you know, because realistically, like these wouldn't be floating, right? However, this is a Minecraft and it's a video game, and I love the idea that stuff does not have to be always realistic. Not necessarily. It doesn't always have to be realistic. You know, in some cases, you know, fiction is, or fantasy is better than truth. Not in all cases, in some cases. So, why did I come into the noisy room? We're gonna name this like the noisy room or something. So here's the sugarcane farm, which I have like all these farms. A lot of these farms I made, it's funny, a lot of these farms I made are specifically like for maybe a server, in a server type of, oh, that was my rendering, a server type of environment, which I guess now this is a server type of environment as soon as I get people. Anywho, so it's been about 16 minutes, so I'm gonna cut out of here, and that's sort of the plan and the idea for the next coming episodes, and you know, maybe there might be some adventuring or caving. I'm trying to work a video, a co-op video with my son on here. All right, well, guys, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you later.